Ask me a couple more
Are you
things.
kicking me out?
I'm just saying, like, you know.
I flew all the way here
You did. I really do appreciate
on my
that.
daughter's first birthday.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
Another day, another breakup. That's right, you guys. Going your separate ways when things don't work out is pretty standard. But denying something's existence is something else entirely. Bobbi Althoff seems to have rejected absolutely anything that could have connected her to Drake, though. There's definitely history there. Here's what we know.
What's your type?
My type?
Yeah.
That's a hard question.
Why?
And I can't answer it.
In a change of events that took everyone by surprise, influential figure Bobbi Althoff has finally spoken out about the rumored beef she has been having with none other than famous rap artist Drake. The mysterious tale took quite a few turns when Bobbi suddenly pulled a podcast interview with Drake from her YouTube channel, which caused shockwaves to be sent through their respective fan bases. Fans observed that the two had also unfollowed each other on Instagram, leading everyone to speculate about the genuine nature of their relationship, which added gasoline to the fire. For those of you who are unaware, just 1 month ago, Bobbi, a rising celebrity who is 26 years old and is known for her eccentric allure, acquired unbeatable recognition as a result of her interview, which went viral with Drake. Back then, the hilariously awkward interaction pushed her into the spotlight, but their friendship was reportedly cut short when the podcast episode was removed and when they distanced themselves from one another on social media. Moving on, the plot becomes even more complicated once Bobbi recently addresses the rumors that have been circulating, although in a way that leaves an air of uncertainty. As per various social media posts, she made it abundantly clear that her connection with Drake did not extend into the area of romantic involvement, all the while deftly avoiding the specifics of the dispute that led to their breakup. Even so, Bobbi sent a direct message to Dave Portnoy, the founder of Barstool Sports, to dispel any lingering uncertainties, where Dave Portnoy then posted their conversation on his Instagram account. Now, these private chats became public knowledge after an episode of a podcast in which Portnoy detailed his own interaction with Bobbi was made available for public use. It seemed as though the portion of the interview had been skillfully manipulated to give the impression that the podcast host and the rapper shared a closer relationship. In the private messages that he sent to Bobbi, Portnoy immediately dug into the meat of the issue, wondering about her supposed contact with Drake and whether or not she was planning to divorce her husband. The scandalous charges were then put to rest by Bobbi's quick answer, in which she proclaimed, "I'm not commenting on it publicly, but off the record, you're right. That is not true." But who in the world talks about their bottoms to a complete stranger? That's right. Take a look.
What's your best feature?
I have a really, really big butt.
Anyway, this entire conversation was then broken down even more on Portnoy's Best Friends Forever podcast, though a condensed and edited version of the episode was shared on social media, and it teased omitted Bobbi's reaction. Yet, Portnoy's narration in the original tape indicates a more in-depth dialogue, with Bobbi's firm refusal taking center stage as the highlight of the exchange. In a calculated move to put an end to these speculations once and for all, Bobbi has also turned to her Instagram to make a cryptic reference to the gathering storm. She has consistently declined to comment on the matter in public, but she did provide Portnoy with access to her unaltered direct messages, so putting to rest any rumors of a romantic relationship between herself and the rap icon. And now that the dust has settled, it seems that Portnoy publicly admitted his earlier doubts, while extending an olive branch on his own Instagram account. He even took the time to write Bobbi a sincere note in which he showed his grasp of the complexities of the situation and made sure to apologize to her for the assumptions that he had made, the details of which we are going to share with you up next. You see, Dave Portnoy, the man behind the website Barstool Sports, has stepped into the spotlight to clear up some confusion over a scandal that has kept social media humming. According to what seems very genuine, Portnoy is attempting to put an end to the rolling storm of rumors and whispers that have been going around. Dave has addressed the tense scenario that involved the very influential Bobbi Althoff and rap superstar Drake after a series of incidents that resembled a roller coaster ride of drama, and not because it's going to get him TRPs, but solely because he thinks that's the right way to do things. Just recently, Dave claimed in a frank admission that he had personally questioned Bobbi about the allegations surrounding her apparent affiliation with Drake, where the unambiguous nature of Bobbi's statement, coupled with the directness with which it was delivered, served to stoke the flames of his insatiable curiosity. Yet, Dave has just dropped a bombshell that completely changes the dynamic of the story. Their media team had covertly tweaked the clip to add a dose of sensationalism to it. He did not spare words, calling the revised version Bull SHT and emphasizing that he does not approve of such strategies. Meanwhile, the proverbial cat got out of the bag when Dave not only provided the shortened version, but also the uncut original dialogue. It was a moment of openness that supporters had been hoping for and had been anticipating for quite some time. After that, Dave took a step toward redemption by publicly expressing his regret for the misleading presentation of the information. He admitted that his harsh criticism had been aimed at the media staff at Barstool Sports because of the poor job they had done editing the video. Additionally, Dave knew that an apology was required, and he didn't hold back in offering one. He stated how he passionately objected to the distribution of such a twisted version, given the potential for it to confuse the truth. His response to Bobbi was from the bottom of his heart, as it included an honest admittance that the portrayal was incorrect and unwarranted, making fans all over the world gush over his sincerity. Then again, in response to Dave's expression of regret, Bobbi also showed a hint of annoyance and exasperation. Up until this point, Bobbi had refrained from openly addressing the conflict's root cause. Though Dave has admitted that he played a part in the inaccurate narrative that had swept over social media, but he denied that he bore any personal responsibility for it. He has also expressed that he was caught off guard by the activities of the Barstool Sports social media crew and placed full responsibility for the incident entirely on their shoulders. Even then, the mystery surrounding the feud has not been resolved as of yet. The public's interest in the real reason behind Bobbi and the rapper's falling out has not subsided, even though she has remained silent on the subject. Could it be just another rumor mill doing what it does best? Or could it be something potential that actually existed between the two? Currently, fans are thrown into a tornado of confusion as a result of the disconnect between the rapid increase in popularity of her podcast episode, which reached an astounding 10 million views on YouTube alone, and the sudden removal of the program from distribution. Why would she get rid of a video that was responsible for her rapid rise to fame? So, really, the mystery surrounding the saga continues to deepen as a result of the unanswered question, which adds another dimension to the existing air of suspense. Meanwhile, here's a quick overview of what the general public has to express. One user, taking to Twitter, states, "Industry plant interviewer Bobbi Althoff and Drake unfollowed each other because Drake smashed and didn't want to commit to her. When will women realize that high-value men are always going to have options? Sexual access and sexual variety are essential to a man's mental health." Meanwhile, another user expressed, "I legit think Drake tried to smash the Bobbi Althoff or did. And now Bobbi's getting a divorce, and Drake done dipped out on her, didn't want to be summoned to divorce court." That said, the story of Bobbi Althoff, Drake, and Dave Portnoy has evolved from being merely a disputey into a roller coaster narrative that keeps delivering surprises as the social media environment battles to recover from the aftershocks of this disclosure. Right now, fans all over the world are waiting with nervousness to find out what the real story is behind this attached drama, even though there are still more chapters to be revealed. But one thing's for sure here. Bobbi Althoff is gripping really tightly onto a narrative, and when that slips, we are surely to witness more than what she is leading us with at the moment. So, fingers crossed, for now, right? That said, do pour in your thoughts about this entire breakup saga in the comments below. To catch us for more updates, simply hit the really cool bell icon.